If I was to tell you I was about ready to troubleshoot a 110 volt circuit or a 120 volt circuit, or if I said it was a 240 volt circuit, I'm talking about a nominal voltage. That's the term we use to describe our common voltages, and it essentially means in name only. And I have talked about that in previous videos, and I'll talk about it again. But for today, I just wanted to do a simple overview of nominal voltages and kind of show you how you will hear today. You'll see it plainly, 110 volts in some instances and 120 in others, but we really are talking about the same thing. It's a nominal voltage in name only to describe a certain voltage class that we're working with. Before we go into the main video on exploring nominal voltage relative to the name-only aspect of it, I wanted to do a little bit of a deeper dive and explain how nominal voltage works insofar as electricians like me and in the industry as a whole. So let's read this. Nominal voltage refers to the approximate or designated voltage level assigned to a particular electrical system, component, or device. It represents the expected or intended voltage at which the system or equipment is designed to operate optimally and safely. It serves as a standard reference value used for design, specification, and compatibility purposes. You might consider it the target voltage. Well, the actual voltage in the system may vary due to factors such as load conditions, fluctuations, or tolerances. The nominal voltage provides a consistent point of reference for engineers, manufacturers, and users. It allows for the proper selection and configuration of electrical equipment and ensures compatibility and interoperability between different components within the system. For example, in a household electrical systems, the nominal voltage for alternating current power supply is typically 120/240, but it may be 115/230 volts depending on the region. This means that the electrical devices designed for use in such systems are built to operate optimally within the specified voltage range. In oversimple terms, it is the voltage of design for a system and any associated devices. And it is a range, and just to give you a perfect example of that, if you were able to read this, this is rated for 120/240. On the 120 side, the devices in your home, like this receptacle, is actually rated for 125 volts. This is 120. So there is a range that it operates in. Sometimes we may actually see the true rated value on our meters, but typically it's somewhere above or below that. We came in a little bit closer on our little lab here, and you can see I've got a simple voltage indicator, voltage tester here, and then I have a Klein meter here, and I've got both of them. The test leads are plugged into my plug strip so I can take a voltage test without actually accessing live voltage myself. I'll simply turn this on and we'll get our voltage measurement. I do want to note a couple things. I purposely have the red lead on one slot here and on the other here because it really does not matter polarity when we're talking about taking an AC measurement. And what we're going to do here in a minute is I'll turn the circuit on and we'll take a measurement of what we would call a 120 volt nominal circuit. Interestingly enough, I already mentioned you might hear it called 110 volts, you might hear it called 115, and this particular tester shows it as 110 volt. That's what they consider it. And it also will do either 110 volt or 220 volts. And then we'll do a measurement with our Klein, and I think we'll discover it's not actually 120. It'll be something either above or below that. So let me turn this on. And you can see we get 121.7 or 121.8 when we read it from our Klein. And this one simply gives you an indication that it's in the realm of 110 volts. But as we can see, it's really 120. This says 110. And that really is the thing with nominal voltage. We can talk about all kinds of different voltages we read, but that is what's delivered. But what the nominal voltage is whatever we decide we want to call it, whether it be 110 or 120. And if you hear either one of those, just understand you're talking about the very same thing. Thank you for watching us. Be sure and like us and hit the subscribe button. We'll be dropping new videos weekly, usually on Sunday nights. And finally, visit us at takingmeasure.net. We have a lot of content there and also a book available.